Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to start Unit 8, that is Documentation for Management of Healthcare Waste and Common Healthcare Waste Disposal Facilities. So, in detail, we are going to see about this unit about documentation. So, here, if you see in this healthcare sector, okay, the management of healthcare waste that is being generated is reviewed and it is being regulated by the boards that are state and central government pollution control boards, and the documentation that is to the related to the waste disposal that is being generated, it should be properly processed or disposed. Like whatever the waste has been generated, it should be segregated, treated, and disposed, and had to be this should be done in a proper prescribed formats that have been provided by SPCB, that is State Pollution Control Board, and Central Pollution Control Board. So whatever the documentations that are there in the healthcare sector, okay, whatever the documents that are there in the healthcare sector, it should be retained in the hospital for at least 5 years. All the details of biomedical waste management have to be retained in the hospital for 5 years, and the government authorities that are locally have to be submitted uh, the documentations on a monthly basis. Okay, so we will see in detail what are these documentations. Okay, so in this documentations for management of healthcare waste, here you can see, okay, we have a list that is documentation required in the management of biomedical waste, management of e-waste, hazardous waste, radioactive waste, and plastic waste. So we will see in detail about this topic. First, we will see about documents that are required in management of biomedical waste management. So here, if you see managing the biomedical waste, have to require certain specific guidelines and documentation, mainly to ensure the safe disposal. Okay, we have to dispose the waste safely, and also we have to protect the environment, right? We have to protect the environment because we are just disposing the unsafe material. So we have to ensure that we are disposing it properly, safely, and we are protecting our environment. And like here, you have certain essential documents that are required for your biomedical waste management. In this first one, you have authorization from the regulatory bodies. So yeah, what is this authorization for from regulatory bodies are like nothing but, if you see, depending on the country or it may be depending on a region, facilities like handling biomedical waste may need certain specific permits. You may need certain licenses, okay, from the environmental or from the health regulatory bodies. Okay, that is authorization from the regulatory bodies. That means you have to get proper permissions or certain licenses from proper regulatory bodies, that is from the environmental or the health regulatory bodies. And next, coming to your biomedical waste management plan. Okay, next document is biomedical waste management plan. So a detailed plan or an outline procedures should be there for waste segregation, for collecting the waste, storing the waste, and how you are transporting the waste. Okay, what is the treatment and how you are disposing the waste. Okay, and this plan should also include emergency procedures and training protocols for the personnel. Okay, what are the training procedures that you give for the people, okay, for the health personnel who are dealing with the biomedical waste management, and what are the emergency procedures that you do it when you are collecting the waste management. So this waste management plan should be it is a document. And next one is manifest and records. So what is this manifest and records? Manifest and records are nothing but, if you see the documentation of waste, same again. Okay, here once we are talking about the waste, it comes about generation, collection, and disposal. Okay, that, and this mainly includes, or this mainly manifests what is the details and types, okay, about the quantities of the waste that is being generated and how it is transport, okay, with what facility it is being transport. And next, coming to the training records. Okay, what are these training records? Mainly is the training is provided to the staff who are involved in the biomedical waste management. And this here you have to ensure, okay, in um, training records, you have to ensure that the healthcare workers or the healthcare personnels are aware about this handling the procedures and the safety protocols. And next, coming to the contracts with authorized waste handlers. Okay, next you should have a document that should be deal with your contracts with authorized waste handlers. That is, if the waste is transported or treated by any external contractors or any dealers, okay, so that contracts are responsible, and they should maintain proper procedures according to the boards. And next is incident report. So in this incident report, what you do is you will just document all the incidents that are related to the biomedical waste, that includes the spill management, any accidents are there during the handling procedures. And next one is environmental environment compliance report. So what is this environment compliance report? Is mainly the reports that are demonstrating the compliance with environmental regulations that is related to the biomedical waste management. Okay, next, coming to your monitoring and audit report. You know what is this monitoring and audit report, right? Regularly you have to monitor and you have to audit the waste management practices, mainly to ensure or to regulate that proper standards and continuous improvement is being maintained by the health people. And next one is emergency response plan. So what is this emergency response plan? Documentation is very, very important in this biomedical waste management. So what is this emergency response plan? The name itself is telling you, right? Whatever the procedures when you are handling the emergencies, such as spills, fires, accidents that are involving with the biomedical waste management, that emergency response. What emergency response did you do? What is the plan when such things happen? So what will be your response? That should be there. Okay. And next one is employee health records. In this employee health records, depending on regulations, records related to the health, monitoring the health personals, okay, uh, related, okay, whether they are exposed, okay, whether the people are exposed to the biomedical waste, you have to maintain the employee's health record related to the biomedical waste management. And next, coming to the waste characteristics report. So what is this waste characteristics report? Mainly here you will analyze the types, and you will analyze the quantities of the biomedical waste that is being generated and how it is being disposed properly. Okay, waste characteristics report should be there. And next you have annual compliance report. Okay, what is this annual compliance report? Is mainly you will summarize all the activities that are, the name itself is telling you exactly know what is this annual compliance report. Okay, it's like an annual report where you will just summarize all the activities that are related to the biomedical waste management, and it should be submitted to the regulatory authorities. Like that we have seen, that is Central and State Board Pollution Control method. So all these documents, like what we have seen till now, right? All these documents are important to ensure the transparency, accountability, and the compliance that have been regulation that has been aimed in protecting the public health. Okay, it is important, right, to maintain the public health and also to protect the environment from the hazards. And next, coming to the e-waste management. Okay, what is this e-waste management? Is also termed as electronic waste. Okay, electronic waste. So in this also you have certain things here. So we will just discuss the important one. So here this e-waste management plan. So in this e-waste management plan, mainly the which are similar to the biomedical waste. Okay, but here in an e-waste management, you will plan the outline procedures for collection, how you will collect, how you will store, how you will transport, how you will recycle and dispose the electronic waste. Okay, and each and everything should be in detail. And also what are the different types of e-waste that you have been collected and what you are handling in the environment plan should be there. And next, authorization and permits, already like same, getting a license and getting the authorization from the board. And next is inventory and records. So same here, you also, what you do is you proper documentation of e-waste is generated, especially if you see like sources like computers, mobile phones, printers, etc. Because this all helps in tracking the life cycle of the e-waste mainly for the recycling and the disposal methods. And next one is contracts with recyclers and disposal facilities. So what is this contractors with recyclers and disposable facilities is mainly if e-waste is sent to the external recyclers, or same like which we have seen, in the previous topic, like to other any outline contracts responsibilities, all that, like how they are maintaining the standards should be maintained in this uh, contracts with recyclers and dispose facility. And next, certification of recycling, okay, or disposal is also very important. So this documentation is also important to provide a proper e-waste recycle or disposable facilities where accordance mainly with the environment regulations and industry standards. And next, coming to the manifest and transfer records also we have seen, and it will be like same, okay, mainly like how you are documenting the specific quantities of the e-waste is there in this method. And next, coming to the training record, same like how you are training the handlers who are been dealing with this e-waste, should maintain a record. Audit report also should be maintained, like whatever the e-waste management practices are there to ensure you will maintain it, okay. And same, this is also the same with this health and safety records, that is uh, annual compliance reports. So after saying this, documents required in management of e-waste, next we will see what are the documents that are required in management of radioactive waste. So in this radioactive waste, mainly the waste that involves very strict regulatory requirements that are which is like to ensure the safety and to prevent the environmental contamination, same as like. And next, in this, like you have radio waste management plan. In this, sorry, here is a small correction. Here you get it as a radioactive waste management plan. So in this radioactive waste management plan, a comprehensive plan, same like, and like outlining procedures for whatever the generations, the handling, the storage, transportation, treatment, and disposal of the radioactive waste that are there. The plan should include not only the handling methods or the storage methods, but also it should ensure the emergency procedures also in this emergency plan. That means a plan that has been like the procedure that has been done during an emergency. And next one is authorization and permits. So here the facilities handling the radioactive waste, they should require proper license that comes under your authorization for each and everything. And next comes your characterization reports. In this waste characterization reports, you will just have to be checked what are the analysis of the type, the quantities of the radioactive waste that has been generated, and the appropriated handling, storage, treatment, and the disposal methods. And next is the safety assessment report. Again, the same thing here. In the safety assessment report, properly it should be evaluated the potential radiological environmental impacts regarding of this radioactive waste management activities, okay. And next, coming to this manifest and transfer report, again same here, you have like whatever the documentation, the movement of the radioactive waste from generation to disposal, each and everything should be documented. And the other specific types, like what are the how much is the quantity, how you are packing it, and how you are transporting it. All the details about the radioactive shipments will be included in this manifest and transfer report. And next comes your certificates of disposal. Again, the same thing, whatever like confirmation of the safety and complaints that are related to the disposal of the radioactive waste. And next comes your radiation protection plan. So in this radiation protection plan, same, the plans outlines that are related to the measures for workers who are handling the procedure. Okay, emergency response plan also we have seen like in the previous two things that we have seen, whatever, like this environment monitoring reports, the auditor reports, and the annual compliant report. So these are all the documents that are helpful for us in the mainly during this critical for ensuring the compliance uh, with the regulatory standards, mainly to have proper safety of the public health as well as the environment uh, of the surroundings. And next, you have this plastic waste. In the plastic waste, also, you have the same points which are related to your uh, plastic waste management. So here, if you see a detailed outline procedures for the collection, the segregation, storage, transportation, how you are recycling the disposal of the plastic waste. And this plan should like include all the strategies like how to reduce the waste, how to reduce the uh, plastic waste generation, and how to promote the recycling is also very important in the plastic waste management plan. Okay, and next coming to this authorization and permits, same like okay, depending on the ju- uh, jurisdiction, this facilities that are involved in this handling the plastic waste may need some specific permits. Okay, they need some specific licenses. Okay, they need certain license from the environmental regulatory boards, that is state and central pollution control boards. And next, if you see this contracts with recyclers, if you see in this plastic waste, mainly when then outsourcing plastic waste recycling and disposal are included with this contractor. Okay, mainly they get contracts and how to recycle and how to dispose the plastic is very very important. And in again in the same thing, this manifest and transfer records also, you have the same thing. Okay, like how you will manifest it, how you will document it, document the movement of the plastic. Okay, and how you are recycling the facilities, and what are the disposable sites are included in the manifest and transfer records. And if you see in this health and safety plans, in this health and safety plans, main the plans of the outline the health and safety measures for the workers, and how they are using the personal protective equipment during the during when they are dealing with the hazardous materials. Okay, and coming to the environment compliance reports, here you will see how to demonstrate. You will prepare a demonstration report related to the compliance with the environment, that is related to the plastic waste management, including the air emission, water discharge, and waste disposal. And coming to the training, here you have to ensure that your staff is well aware of dealing with the plastic waste, how to collect, how to sort it, and how to recycle the plastic waste. And coming to this annual compliance report, in this annual compliance report, same again, like whatever the summaries are there related to the activities throughout the uh, annual, that is throughout 1 year, whatever the authorities have been regulated, everything, each and everything should be submitted to the authorities according to the law, and as a part of the voluntary reporting. So all this document will help us to minimize the environment impact of plastic waste. And also, if you see, it will also help us to like promote sustainable waste management practices. Like till now, what we have seen right now, you have this all documentations. Okay, so each and every documentation may have a the same, like whatever the side headings we have seen, right? You will be having the same side headings but are related to the concept of waste that it's been generated or collected. Okay, so this is about your documents. And next we will see the label of biomedical waste containers or bags. So what are this labels of biomedical waste containers or bags? Like you are seeing two symbols here, right? You are seeing a two symbols here, like related to this biohazard symbol. So mainly here what happens is in this biohazard symbol, that is this one, okay, this with yellow color, and you have a symbol in it. And cytotoxic, it resembles with the alphabet C for cytotoxic, okay, and this will be in a black triangular structure, and this will be also in a triangle, but the color will be in yellow color. So this biohazard symbol, mainly this is normally found on the containers or on the substances that are very like dangerous or which are biohazards. Mainly this will indicate, what does it indicate when you have the symbol is the presence of biohazard agent, okay. And this biohazard sign, mainly this consists of black concentric, okay, you can see here, no, black concentric circles here, okay, on the yellow background, okay, triangle shape yellow background, and you can see this what is that, black concentric circles, okay, which will help us to make it, or it is like highly highly visible, and also it is easy to spot, and which warms us to, like, it is a threat, right, which warns us when you see this two symbols uh, on a bag or in a container, immediately you should note, okay, it is a warning symbol that this bag or this containers are having an hazardous material in it, and which have a threat to life, okay. And next, if you see the cytotoxic, like already we discussed, this is indicated in a with a triangle, and you have an alphabet that it states C. Okay, this is used on the bags and containers, same with the cytotoxic substances. Okay, these are the labels for biomedical waste containers or bags. And next, coming to this uh, main contents. Okay, if you see in this unit, like I have been prepared certain uh, topics that are related with your exams, and which will give you a clear picture about this unit, okay, the documentation. So here we will see what are the main contents of biomedical waste register and records. Okay, first is like date and time, okay, when was the waste generated, this is the main content. And next, what is waste, next one you have waste identification. In the waste identification, you will just mention, or you will just mention a content, that is what is the type of biomedical waste management that has been identified, and what is the quantity, like how many number of bags, what is the weight, and what is the volume of the bag, that is exact about the quantity of the biomedical waste bags. And next you have like a source or department, okay, here is like source or department. Mainly here what happens is, like you will have a content that is related to identification of the department or area from which the waste has been collected, okay. Like if you see whether it is from a surgical department or a laboratory department or a patient ward, etc., that is about the source from where the biomedical waste has been collected, okay. And next content is like segregation details. In segregation details, like how the waste is segregated, okay, like how the sharp objects are segregated in a proper container, and how the infectious material is being collected in a waste bins, that is segregation details. And next, coming to the packaging details. In the packaging details, like you will have a record information that will be related to the transportation, like vehicle number, what is the driver details, who are dealing with this uh, biomedical waste, like everything related to the packaging and related to the transportation. And next comes your disposal details. If you see in this disposal details or the treatment details, okay, it is also called as a treatment details. In this method, especially this content is used to treat the waste, whether you are incinerating, whether you are autoclaving, or whether you are burying it, dumping it, etc. Okay, that will come under, like we have seen, like delay and decay method, whatever the method you are using to dispose it will come under this method. And next one is the training details. In this if you see in the training record, you will just mention, like we have seen in the documentation, right, what training you are giving for the healthcare workers or for the people who are handling or dealing with this biomedical waste. And next comes your incident report. In this incident report, you will just document whether any incident that is related to your biomedical waste handling, that is when you are handling biomedical waste, whether if there is any spillage or whether there is any accidents, etc. Such type of incidents you will mention in the incident record. Okay, that content you will mention. And with this incident record, you have a compliance record also, which is not mentioned here, but just noted. You have a compliance record where you have a documentation of compliances that are relevant to the standards, the regulations, the guidelines of this, what is that, state and central pollution control board. And last, finally, you will have a signature content where the authorized person will do the signature related to the documentation. Okay, so all this contents which are to be included in the record and the register will help us to promote the safe handling and the disposable practices. So this is about your main contents of biomedical waste register and a record. And next you have a trem card. Okay, trem card. Okay, this unit also is included with certain terminologies where we are seeing about it. Trem card. So what is this trem card and what is its purpose here is this, what is the full form of TREM is transport emergency card. Transport emergency card. Okay, so mainly this card or this document will help us to provide an essential information or important information and instructions here, especially for the people who is handling during emergency involving the hazardous material during transportation, when the carrier, when a driver, especially the driver like who has been transporting this hazardous substances, should carry this trem card inside the vehicle. Now here you can see one image. Okay, this image gives you a picture about this trem card. Now you can see a transport emergency trem card. Okay, use one per waste. So here, this is used when you are just dealing or transporting the hazardous materials. Okay, the transportation. So maybe here this is like identification. This trem card gives you an identification, the card which clearly explains and gives the identity of the hazard material that is being transported, like what is being transported, what type of waste is transported, whether it is a plastic waste or whether it is a solid waste, whether it is a liquid waste, etc. It will just, this card gives you an identification and a clear picture of what material is being transported and about the hazards. Okay, what are the hazards that are associated with material? If you are like carrying the type of waste that comes as plastic waste, then what are the hazards with this material? What are the health risk? What are the risk factors because of this type of waste? You will have a detailed information in the stream card. And also, finally, you will have a contact information. Okay, you will have, this picture is not exactly clear, but you have all this. Like you will have a, uh, like contact details, like for example, who is the driver or who is the handler, what is his contact number, identification, etc. The contact information will be there in the tram card, whoever are transporting, and this will help us to assess critical information in case of emergency during any checking or during any assessment. Okay, this card will help us to transport the hazardous waste immediately with proper content. Okay, so this is about your trem card. And next, coming here again, like you have certain points, the main points to be stated while reporting on unusual occurrence of accidents, when there is an unexpected event that happened in the area, okay, related to this biomedical waste. So what are the points that should be stated in your report when there is an unexpected occurrence or when there is an unexpected accident that has been happened? Okay, and here we will see, like you have certain points where you have to be stated in this reporting. First one is date and time, as usual, when the unusual accident has been occurred, and this will help you to just figure out the timeline of the event, okay, when you record the date and time. And next, coming to the location, you have to provide the specific location where the incident had took place. For example, what is the building name? If it is a building, what is the building name? What is the room name, etc. Everything, each and everything about the detailed location, okay. And next, coming to this nature of incidents, in this nature of incident, this will include like what happened exactly, what went wrong. That is the nature of incident, okay. What made this accident to happen. And next is immediate action taken. So what is the action, what is the immediate outline of uh, emergency action or immediate action that have been taken, okay, emergency response action. And what is the evacuation procedure also you will include in this immediate action taken. And next one is extent of damage and impact. So what is this extent of damage and impact exactly? Is this uh, what is the extent of damage that is noted, whether it is a property damage, whether it is an environmental impact, or whether it is an injury, etc. Okay, that comes under the extent of damage. Okay, what is the extent of damage or what is the impact, you will write in it. And next, who are involved, persons involved. You have to identify which persons are involved in the incident or accident or whatever it is, okay, whether it is employees, whether it is contractors, or whether it is any other so and so person you have to mention. And next one is witness, okay. Witness is also important in this unusual occurrence or accidents, because should be one evidence for such accidents, right? So, who is the witness? Okay, you will just provide the information who are the witness for such accident, okay, or for a certain accident who have been seen. And next, root cause analysis. Now, in this root cause analysis, what is the cause? Okay, that should be discussed in this root root cause analysis. And next, coming to the documentation and reporting and follow-up action signatures. In follow-up actions, you will take disciplinary actions, okay, giving certain punishment or taking some charge towards that action in order, it's like a punishment, right? Some disciplinary action you have to take on the employees or any so and so, so that again this accident or incident doesn't happen. Okay, so this is about your main points or important points that have to be stated while you are reporting an unusual accident or occurrence. And next, coming to the extended producer responsibility with the reference to the HCOs. Okay, so what is this that you are doing here, right? So mainly what are the extended producer responsibility we will see. So this extended producer responsibility, that is EPR. So mainly what they do is, especially in an environment policy approach, that shifts the responsibility of the product life cycle to the producer, including the design and taken back the recycling and a final disposal. Okay, so mainly here the manufacturers are responsible for the safely managing the products, especially containing their standards throughout the life cycle, and this includes mainly ensuring the safe disposal. Okay, because of this extended producer responsibility, this will ensure that safe disposal is happening, and recycling is to minimize the environmental and health risk if it is hazardous. And this extended producer responsibility also, like they will try to design the product that are easier to handle after the use, and will also reduce the impact on the hazardous uh, substances in the environment. Okay, that is the extended role of or responsibility with the reference of HCO. Mainly, what they do is they will. The main concept is under the producers, which are given the responsibility of the finance, the physical, and for the treatment of the dispose. Like the person will be responsible for the financial, for the physical, and for the treatment, and how you will dispose the products, etc. For each and everything, the person will be responsible. Okay, that is the responsibility. And next, here comes the term of e-waste. Okay, now what is this e-waste? In this unit, you have come across this. So, what is this e-waste? Mainly, if you see the electronic waste, commonly referred as e-waste. Electronic waste is referred as E stands for electronic waste. Okay, and this will includes like discarded electronic devices like old computers, smartphones, tablets, TV. Okay, and the other electronic equipment. You all know about it, right? E-waste, electronic waste. So these items, what happens is they contain hazardous materials. Okay, they contain some dangerous material, hazardous material. Like for example, if you see like lead, mercury, cardamom. Okay, lead, mercury, cardamom, or dioxins. Okay, these are certain various other toxic substances that are involved with this electronic waste. That is e-waste. Okay, example if you take for this. Yeah, this is like e-waste. If you can see here in this right picture, right? All this electronic devices or electronic waste is being discarded or dumped. And for example, if you take e-waste example, for example, if you want to upgrade your smartphone, so what you do is and dispose your old one. So what happens? This old mobile will become a e-waste. Okay, if it is not properly recycled or disposed properly, the hazard material that is inside it, it can leak in the environment that causes risk to the human health and also to the ecosystem. You have so many movies on such type of e-waste or etc. Okay, whatever this biomedical waste, etc. If you see, like I'm sorry to tell, you have this movie related of hero is Surya in it. Okay, which deals with all this biomedical waste management. And next, you have this plastic waste. You all know this plastic waste, right? Mainly this plastic waste, it describes plastic objects that have been that have not been recycled or disposed of properly or have been illegally dumped. Okay, that is plastic waste. And again, you have like the other meaning, like you if you see this in one thing, that mainly this plastic waste will refer to the discarded plastic items that have been reached to the end of their life. Okay, they have been reached to the end of their life. And these examples of plastic waste include like plastic bags, water bottles, that is plastic water bottles, any packaging materials related to plastic covers, and disposable cutlery and other various other single use plastic items comes under the plastic waste, which are not longer needed for us. And for instances, when you throw away your plastic water bottle after drinking from it, right? So what happens? That bottle becomes a plastic waste. Once you drink the water, it is no longer used for you and you just discarded it. Okay, you just throw it. And this bottle becomes a plastic waste. So improper disposal of plastic waste can lead to the environmental pollution, especially, which is affected, like the oceans, and the water waves, where it can harm the marine life and the ecosystem. So that's why nowadays everyone are like focused on this plastic. No one are using this plastic. If you see this Zomato, Zepto, yes, and what is that? Blinkit. You have so many apps, right? Online delivery apps. So what they do, they do not, they're not carrying the plastic, right? Whatever the contents they are getting it for you at home, they are not carrying the uh, what is that? Plastic. They're not dealing with the plastic. Previously, they used to bring in plastic cover, but nowadays they are like bringing it to you in paper cover bags, right? In a paper cover bags, because in order to just prevent plastic waste, yes, and to develop proper ecosystem or environmental global system in the country or whatever it is. Okay. And next, you have what are the issues on which this HCO shall report. Okay, what are the issues? So this, what is this HCO? HCO is nothing but hazardous chemicals and organisms. Okay, issues on which this hazardous chemicals and organisms. And typically, they have to report to the, here you can see this full form, okay, that is State Pollution Control Board and Central Pollution Control Board. Okay, in this first, you have like certain measures. Okay, what are the issues that they have to report? First one is pollution control measures. Okay, yes, this pollution control measures plays an important role. That is, this HCO must report on the measures like how they have taken to control the pollutions that has been generated by their activities, when they are generating the waste, when they are disposing the waste, when they are transporting the waste. Okay, so whatever is being generated, so what measures they have been taken to control the pollution, so that comes under your pollution control measures. And next is your compliance with environmental regulations. So mainly what happens here is reporting on compliance with the local bodies or with the national and international environmental regulations. Okay, so that is the compliance with environmental regulations. So what are the reportings, or what are the reportings on the complaints which are related with your local, nation and international? So standard operations should be maintained by the environment regulation system. And next one is monitoring and environment impact assessment. Yes, this is also very, very important, right? Where like you have to see providing data is very, very important in this part, like for environmental monitoring. When you provide proper data only, it is easy to monitor, and it is easy to do the proper assessment that has been impacted or affected on the environment. And next, coming to your training capacity and building. So what is this training capacity and building? Is mainly you will report on the training programs for the employees. Okay, and you will see that they are properly trained in dealing with such issues. And next is your emergency preparedness response, where we have already discussed. Here, mainly you will report on the preparedness and action that is being taken during any emergencies. For example, if there is any chemical spill, or if there is any leakage. Okay, so what is that immediate response or emergency response that you do to prevent further damage from it? Okay, so all these reports, whatever we have seen, okay, all these reportings, all these documents, okay, is very, very important. And especially if you see this, like this issues, whatever, like pollution control measures, compliance, all these points, right? These reportings are very important requirements, mainly which will help us to ensure that this HCO will operate in a manner, or it will cooperate properly, or will operate properly, effectively, and it will minimize the environmental harm and the compliance by maintaining proper regulatory standards. Okay, and by maintaining or by protecting the public health and the environment. Okay, so this is about your issues on which your SEO shall report to the State Pollution Control Board and the Central Pollution Control Board. So with this, we have ended this unit. Hope you understood. Thank you.